Hello, and welcome to the Mama Nevin Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan, and I am Mama Nevin here on YouTube as well as on Instagram and Telegram. Today is November 2nd. This is episode 95. We're getting close to that 100, and it is 80 degrees where I am here in Southern California. The first thing is I have to say congratulations to the Dodgers. That was a really good World Series. I felt bad for the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., is on the Blue Jays, and he wanted to give a World Series ring to his dad. And Vladimir Guerrero was on the Angels for a while, and he was amazing to watch. I mean, just amazing. He would hit stuff that's like, how is he hitting that? I'm hoping Vladdy would get a ring, but then, I do live 2 hours from Los Angeles, so um, it somebody congratulated me last night on Telegram, and I said, in all honesty, I'm kind of a faux Dodger fan. I I follow them during the year because they've gotten so many of our players. I'm really an Angels fan, but our Angels owner has not done the greatest job, and so we all of the Angel fans that I know of are hoping that he sells the team someday because they're not doing too good. Okay, I just thought of something, so I got to write that down so I don't forget it. All right, so let's get on to what I did this week. Now, I didn't work on very many different projects, and I had an issue with a pair of socks that I was working on, so a lot of my time went toward that. So I'll talk to you about that when I get to it. So first of all, as always, is the Battenberg, and figuring out where I am is always fun. Okay, so here's the area I did this week. So I think, yeah, here's okay, here's two. Sorry, I had to figure out where I was going. 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 10 squares added this week. So since my new number that I need is 1521, I now have 463. So my new total that I need is 1058. So I still have over 1,000 to go. Anyway, but we just keep working on it, right? All right. So that's the Battenberg. And with that, I did do some color squares, just a couple, not many. I did 3. So I don't know if you can see those too well. I am trying something new today. I have a thing that my camera's on. I have a tripod, and I've had it for a while, and I just never put it up because I was lazy. But I thought, well, today I'm going to do that because it's been bothering me that you can't see what's up on my shelf here. And I always, I put some cute stuff up there, so I like people to be able to see it. So anyway, here are these again. I don't know how to zoom. I don't think my remote, this has a remote, but it only starts and stops. It doesn't zoom. So, oh well. Okay. So, I told you last week that I had started this over to do an easier shawl because, it was sad, but I didn't even have the brain space to do a murder knit shawl, which is like super simple, super neat looking. But I couldn't. So I did this over on a bigger needle. So hopefully I'll get it done sometime this century. But it's really neat. And this is a Winnet fiber, and this is a size 4 needle, 3.5 millimeter. This is a Winnet's Party Beads. This is actually a Mardi Gras color. So we'll see if it comes back out around Mardi Gras, won't we? Alrighty. Oh, you know what? I've been told I need to hold my stuff up longer. So here you go. I'm going to hold it up a little bit longer. And I like it so much better with the bigger needles because it just looks airier. And where I live, I need airy. All right. Steve's socks. Steve is my daughter-in-law, Becca's dad. And I told him last Thanksgiving I would make him a pair of socks. And we're going over there for Thanksgiving this year, so I kind of need to get those done. So last week I told you I needed to put a heel on. So I did get the heel put on, and I got like 15 rows done down the foot. So he wears a size 11 and a half. This is going to take a while. So I got to work on these this week a lot. And so now my little problem socks. Now, I kind of am in the oh, here, let me make sure I show everybody this really good. This is a Felici. The color is Shrooms. And it's 64 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle. So, we get to my little problem pair of socks. So, let me get this sorted. I should have done this ahead of time. Sorry. But I mean, if I was too professional, you wouldn't know it was me, right? All right. So I got started on these, and this is for my doctor because she's wonderful. And this is a Felici fruit punch, and I forget the name of the design, but I'll put it on the front so you can see, or I'll put it up here. I'll put it somewhere so you can see it. But here is the design. Okay. Now, here's what I noticed when I was working on this. Felici normally is like 8 rows per color. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, see, there's a difference between that one and that one. And then there's this. And this was kind of all, I don't know. I was like, is this a mistake? This doesn't look right. So it didn't look right to me. So I was like, I don't want to finish this sock and discover that the other sock, that the other skein of yarn is completely different. So I started the second sock. And as you can kind of tell, it was just a really big section that, I mean, they look the same, so I'm going for it. But I had to figure out how to cross my cable the other way. So this is going to be the right sock. And, right? Yes. Okay. Whew. I was like, did I get that messed up? All right. So this is the right sock. This is the left sock over here. And this is the right sock. And so I had to cross. This is kind of what, I think the name of this is fondants. I remembered now. Yes. It's kind of a mock cable. So basically it's a one/one cable. So what you have to do, so the cable was for the first one, the design. But when I did the second one, I wanted my cable to be opposite. So let me show these again so you can see that this is opposite. So see how one crosses one way and one crosses the other way. So I had to, so I thought I knew how to do it, but I didn't. So I had to go and figure out how to get the cable to cross the other way. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know and I will send you the videos that I watched that showed me how to cross those cables correctly. And that's all I did this week. Once I figured out that I had an issue with my sock, I didn't do anything else. I just worked on that sock because I wanted to see what was going to happen with it. So, next week, I think what I'm going to do, we'll see. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a deep dive on my blankets that I've started and that I haven't started, and we're going to count them. It's a little bit frightening, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, all right. Oh, this pattern goes with this. It is kind of fun, I will say, working on a pattern sock again. You know, and the way I do it, it's just like a little bit each row, and it gives you more interest in it. So I had ordered yarn from Chicken Lady because God forbid my kids should have any money to inherit. So I got these 3. You can't see the sparkle in this one, but they're all sparkly because I like sparkle. And I bought this because I wanted this for my doctor's toes of her socks. And so, you know how it is when you order from Lynn, it's like, well, as long as you're making that. So these are, and plus, you know, next year, 250 years, I got to find something patriotic to make. So this one is Scarlet. And then this one is I Smell Snow. And then this one is Quantum Blue, which I don't know if you guys remember. What was it? Quantum Leap. I remember Quantum Leap. I love that show. So that's that from Lynn. And Lynn, sorry for the crinkling. Lynn, being the sweetheart that she is, sent me this one too. She sent me a mini. This looks, I think this might be Hocus Pocus. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, of course, this will go in my gumball machine that I need to get busy with. I got a lot I need to get busy with. I need to retire so I can do all these things. Right? Right. Oh, y'all, I have got short timers in a bad way. I am ready to retire. Okay. Then I told you last week I had ordered my Felici. And the way that I order Felici, I always make sure I get 2 skeins, because you never know who you're going to do socks for. It might be, you know, somebody who has a larger foot and they will need the 2 skeins. So here is After School. I got 2 of those. I'm going to be like Tabitha here in a minute and just throw stuff. And then I got Professor. I want to see something about this. One thing with Felici is always check to make sure that you have, see, this is a different dye lot. Wait a minute. Is this the same one? No. Sorry. Sorry. Yes. Okay. It's the same dye lot. Okay. So this is Professor. So I like that. That's going to be a good guy sock. So probably making more for my husband. And then Gravity. It's an interesting name for this. I wonder if it's like, okay, this is the Earth. Yeah, gravity. I don't know. Let's see. Popular. Popular. This looks like a Barbie color to me. So I will check all of those dye lots as I put these away. Then we got Fairy Chimney, which is the one I messed up before. There we go. So a lot of men's colors. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Misbehaving. That's me. Misbehaving. All right. Then two more. Fruit salad. And finally, tadpole. Now, the way that I buy my Felici when it comes out every year is I buy the bundle because it used to be that it saved you money. This year, not so much. They kind of fooled us. If I had really taken time to look at it, I would realize that it would have been the same price to just buy them without the bundle. But since I bought the bundle, I got two extra pair in here. Silent film. And I have this already. And then Lisa. And I have this already. So what's going to happen is when I finally get off my butt and make the bag for the 100th episode, one of these pairs will go in there. So I don't know if anybody's going to want silent film. If you do, let me know. I'll be happy to put that in there, or the Lisa. Okay. So that's what the giveaway is. Then because you have to order, the bundle is one of each color. And I like two. So this time they were like, and bonus yarn. I was like, okay. So but they only gave me one of each. These. So these are called mysteries. I don't know what they were originally. Supposedly they've never been released before. I don't know about that. This one looks really familiar to me. But, I don't know if I will have enough to make a pair of socks out of these. We will have to see. But they will be going into my stash as Mystery 1 and Mystery 2. So that's all I got in this week. That's enough. All right. Happenings. The Dodgers won. Yay. But around me, there are so many Dodger fans that there was quite a lot of fireworks. And they were very loud. And Pirate did not appreciate that at all. So Pirate came and slept in our bed with us because he was scared. So, that was kind of sad that he was so scared. He didn't like it at all. But earlier in the week, we caught Pirate counter surfing. He's never done that before. My husband put a snack that he was, having on the counter while he went out. Pirate is our 4-year-old Staffy mix, and he is spoiled rotten, and he has us on a schedule. And what he does is he gets dinner. I make his dinner at night and feed him, and then he gets a box to destroy. And the box has like a treat in it or whatever. And so my husband will come in, he'll throw the box at him. Well, he came in the other night when I think it was when I was on knit night, he did this. He came in and the snack was on the floor. And it had been eaten. So we're like, I can't believe he's doing that. He's never done that before. So my husband said, I don't know about this. So then the next night I was busy and wasn't paying attention, and he did it again. And so the third night I was like, I'm going to watch. I want to see what he does. So he had jumped up on the counter and was looking what was there. And I was like, no, 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 no. And ever since I said, don't do that, he hasn't done it. So my little Chippy is going to be in doggy daycare this next week. Well, overnight doggy daycare. Because her parents are taking a little trip. So I told her on the phone to misbehave so that grandma could come get her, because I'm an emergency contact. I know. Bad grandma. Bad. Mouse and Cows, the Puritan Fun Run, which is the one that it will be done at the end of the month. So it either has to be 75% black yarn or dark gray or a Puritan graveyard symbol. Okay. They do have merch for this and for all of their politically incorrect netter stuff. And it is on Uppity Hobbit on Etsy. Knit Night is sponsoring the scrap. I think of it as the scrap along. I don't know if that's the official title. Let me see. Sorry. Let me look. Nope. Okay, I don't know, but anyway, it's a knit along, crochet along, whatever. You can have a whip and use your scraps. It has to be yarn that was purchased before October 1st. Well, it's not really scrap along. I'm sorry. Uh, it is stash along. Right. So it has to be in your stash by October 1st, and then you can use it. And there are more details on Knit Night. And speaking of Knit Night, I will be on Knit Night tomorrow night. I may be a smidge late because I have to do end of the month reports. So I have to finish that before I can get on Knit Night. All right. We are up to show and tell. So first of all, I don't know if Sorry, I lost audio at this point. So rather than re record the whole thing, I'll just talk you through the rest of it. I was showing my sock divider that I got because everybody wants to be like Shauna. So I was showing you that, and then also my Thanksgiving decorations. So I am going to cut this now, but I wanted to tell you thank you so much for visiting this week, and I look forward to having you visit again next week.